Okay, got my penultimate league match of the season versus Tracer. After this, it's just E Honda to go. And this is definitely relevant to my ability to make the championship match. I don't think I can clinch a spot in the championship match here, but as long as I don't do too terribly, I'm definitely in the running. At the moment, I think it's between myself, Naismith, and Recycle Garbage. So what do we got here? Looks like a strong kingdom. I sure hope he doesn't have a 5-2. If he has 5-2 and player 1 here, I could strongly consider the resign opening. Oh boy. So we got draw is just Lackeys. And we got trashing with a recruiter or upgrade. Actions are villagers from recruiter and Lackeys, as well as farming village. There's plus buy with capital, market, and eventually animal fair. Upgrade animal fair might be a thing that comes into play at some point. Being able to upgrade things straight into provinces is kind of nice. Oh, Ghost Town's also a village. I guess that's relevant. So, opening wise, you could open Ghost Town for the 60% shot at recruiter, but I think that's probably pretty bad. Just because the downside is so enormous if you miss and draw the estates. I don't think it's worth. I mean, actually, if he has the 5-2, then I would strongly consider doing that. Just because I would need a very lucky shot to win, and maybe I take the gamble and goes down. I don't think he has the 5-2, even though he bought Lackeys. He thought a while and then bought Lackeys. If he had the 2-5 there, I think he would just snap bought Lackeys without thinking. I don't know. Maybe he was like pretending to think gladiator style and has thrown me off successfully. If so, kudos to you. But I'm going to operate under the assumption for the moment that he does not, in fact, have the 5-2. Or the 2-5, that is. So this could just be Lackeys Silver. It's probably pretty good at hitting 5. That would hit 5-4 pretty reliably. Not that I want the 4s that badly. But if I hit the 5 on the turn 3 hand, I could buy like Recruiter and Ghost Town. That'd be pretty good. Alternatively, I could do Plan Lackeys. Trashing Estates actually isn't that appealing to me. I mean, they're good recruiter targets. Actually, how does Plan Lackeys buy Lackeys do at hitting 5? I would have a 10-card deck with 7 money in it. Right? It's probably not amazing at hitting 5. And even if I do hit 5, the Lackeys is in that turn 4 hand, that'd be kind of sad anyway. So I think I'm just doing Lackeys Silver. Double Lackeys, that's different. Okay, well you do you, Tracer. So I am almost guaranteed to hit 5 here unless I have the double bottom deck. That would be really tragic. I don't want to buy Ghost Town because then I trigger a really bad reshuffle that does not have my recruiter in it and does have tons of junk in it. So I think I'll just buy a second Lackeys here. we just want all the Lackeys. I mean, that makes sense. Lackeys is obviously a really good card, and this kingdom is no exception, seeing as it is the only draw. I shall take my recruiter now. I think the next 5 I want is actually market, just so I can pick up Lackeys at a faster pace. They are really good. I don't want to get too behind on them versus someone who's just taking them like a madman. And then where's this headed? Lackeys is going to pile really fast, but I don't think any other pile is going to run super imminently. It does mean Animal Fair will be active pretty soon, to whatever extent that's relevant. Is he going to plan Lackeys? Plan Market. Okay. That's also a card that exists. I've already got one market. Oh, I can't afford a second one anyway. I might plan Lackeys here. The alternative could just be buying Ghost Town. I've got hella villagers. I don't need to buy Ghost Town yet. Let's just play on Lackeys. I really want to buy my market. I would love to buy like 2 Lackeys or a market and a Lackeys. Something like that. He's drawing his deck. Can I draw my deck? I can almost draw my deck. Okay. Yeah, I think this is just market Lackeys. See, Dominion is easy. You click the Renaissance cards, and then you click the cards that let you buy more Renaissance cards, and then that's all there is to it. What do I want now? I don't know. This is a really bad shuffle, I think. What are those bottom cards? That's 2 Lackeys and 2 markets and a copper. I think I've just, like, my bottom deck like everything of value. That's so sad. And the card I want is Lackeys. I'm actually kind of worried that they're just gonna be like gone. He can't take all of them, but he could take 2 of them here, and I wouldn't like that. Yeah, I might lose the Lackey split 6-4. Nothing I can really do about that though. I don't think I want to buy Lackeys right now. This might just be Animal Fair. It's a lot of money. I think I'll just take the Animal Fair. I should be drawing my deck. I think that was just like a freak shuffle that is not characteristic of the quality of my deck in general. I think from here on out, I don't really need too much more reliability, especially if I'm buying some Lackeys anyway here in the near term. So payload seems to be what I need to add. He trashed a Lackeys, so okay. Well, I respect my Lackeys more than that. What's my bottom card? I believe it's a copper. It is a copper. I don't think I need to draw that. Or maybe I should draw that just to get it off the top. I still have a lot of faith in my deck, though. If I'm buying Lackeys here, then it's going to be really reliable. If I play the Animal Fair, I won't get plus buy yet. Then I would have potentially 12 money. Or 13 if I do the copper. And buying Lackeys and trashing a copper costs 3 each. I could do like buy 2 Lackeys, buy a market, or something to that effect. I am starting to burn through these villagers pretty fast. I might need to consider getting an actual village at some point. That can probably wait though until the Lackeys are gone. I could play Lackeys, play Animal Fair, and buy 2 Lackeys and an Animal Fair. That's a lot of terminals in a deck with 0 villages. But that might be the right call. I don't think I want to do that. So we want 2 Lackeys. That I'm pretty sure of. And then probably to something payloady like another market. My neighbor is doing some sort of maintenance on his car out in his driveway right now, and it is really inhibiting my concentration. Yeah, let's take a market. I need to figure out how to make that noise stop. I think I'm ahead right now. I think he went for an opening that was maybe a little bit riskier and didn't pay off. Like if he'd hit 5 on turn 3 after finding both Lackeys, that would have potentially been at a very good spot because he would have gotten Recruiter, triggered a shuffle, had 2 draw cards, 1 less stop card. But not hitting 5 turn 3 and turn 4 is definitely the potential downside of the opening that he has chosen. You know what card I actually probably could have bought last turn? I could have afforded to buy a gold. Sometimes I like forget that card exists. But like all my deck really needs right now is payload, and I have plus buy already. Maybe with 6 I could have just bought gold. That would not have been ridiculous. I think I've already got the draw from Lackeys. And don't need the actions quite yet. That bottom card is a copper, I think. So I'm gonna need to be getting villagers pretty soon. Wait, is it a copper? Oh no, it's a market, isn't it? Let me undo this. I think I want to draw the market. And if I want to draw the market, then I want to play the animal fair after the market. Do I want to trash another copper? I think not. My deck's so thin right now. Okay, I might turn this recruiter into an animal fair. Is that bad? It's probably not bad. Maybe I buy like some villages, some payload, and I add a animal fair. I guess I could kill one of the Lackeys. I want to get money into my deck fast. And maybe I can just live with 4 Lackeys worth of draw. Tough call. I really cannot. I don't know how audible it is, but there's just this constant buzzing sound right out my window. I don't think I can reasonably go tell my neighbor, please stop working on your car. So I just have to suffer. This is gonna kill me. Boy. Okay, I'm gonna trash at least one of these 2 actions to get an animal fair. I don't know which one it is. Maybe both of them. The estates pile out is gonna open up somewhat soon, I think, because plus buy is somewhat abundant. I could take like a market here and start angling towards that. He might just green early though. Like I could do market, ghost town, farming village, animal fair. I'm just gonna click cards. I don't want to think any longer. My thinking has not been super productive in any case. Do I want one more animal fair? It's a lot of money. I'm also pretty over-terminaled though. I think we're gonna live with just one for the moment. Well, just 2 total. Just one more for the moment. I still think I'm ahead here, but this is definitely the sort of kingdom that you have to be very careful about pilouts and such on. Maybe I shouldn't even bother with too many villages, actually. Maybe the best way to deal with my village situation is just, like, trash 1, maybe 2 high-value cards to this recruiter at some point. Like, just kill 1 animal fair into a recruiter. And that should probably be enough villagers to last me the rest of the game. Maybe the farming village and the ghost town were a mistake. Like, obviously, farming village has a lot of long-term value. But it also seems really likely this game is not going to have a long-term. I could think about an upgrade soon. Upgrade can help deal with these coppers. It can maybe turn the recruiter into a gold. And then it can turn animal fairs into provinces in the end game, which is really nice. I think I want to get an upgrade this turn. In fact, I feel like those buys last turn, I'm already really disliking them. I feel like I probably didn't need the villages that badly. And I think the market maybe would have been better suited as an upgrade. What's the composition of his deck right now? He's got 3 markets, 2 animal fairs, 4 coppers. I think his hand has a Lackeys and a recruiter in it. Is that right? Maybe it's not right. No, he's trashed 2 Lackeys, hasn't he? So it's a recruiter and a ghost town. Capital. Okay, maybe he might just be going for the win next turn. Yeah, okay, let's count that. So he has 3 markets, 2 animal fairs. Well, now he has 5 markets, 2 animal fairs, and a capital, right? So 6, 7, 9, 11 buys. Yeah, 11 buys is enough to do a lot. I hate my last turn. I think I seriously underplayed that last turn, and I don't know, maybe it'll cost me the game here, in which case at least I can blame myself. I'm pretty sure he's just angling to empty markets and estates. And I'm not even sure I can defend against that, because he might be able to do markets, estates, and a province. How much money does he have? He's got 4 coppers. So that's 4 money from the coppers, 5 money from the markets, that's 9. 6 from the capital is 15. Plus 2 animal fairs is 23. I think that's right. So estates and market costs 21. I actually could protect against this by double provincing. Do I have to do that now? I think I do. Or at least province duchy. I don't think you can beat province duchy, right? Because estates and market is 23 money. Not 23 money, 21 money. And to beat province duchy, he would need to have 26 money, which is more than he has. So if I click province duchy, that costs me 13, so I cannot afford any of the 5 costs. Like, I can't buy capital of my own, but I could take an animal fair here, which might put me in a position to threaten a pile out. I currently have, wait a second, when I was counting up buys, did I do that wrong? I think I was assuming animal fair was already going to be plus 2 buys. Let me recount this real fast. He has 5 markets, capital, 2 animal fairs. That's 9 buys. Okay, so he not only does he not have enough money for estates, market, duchy, he also doesn't have enough buys. He's only got exactly 9. 5, yeah. So he definitely can't beat this right now. But now I would like to threaten to do the same thing to him. Can I do that? I currently have 4 markets, so 5 buys, 6 buys, 7 buys with animal fair. I really wish I had gotten an upgrade last turn. I feel like I'd be very happy to have an upgrade in my deck. But that window has sailed. I think I mixed my metaphors there. The ship has sailed. The window is no longer open. The door is closed. So the problem is I've only got 4, 5, 6, 7 buys. Right? Yeah. So I would need to add 2 more animal fairs here to threaten to pile out. That's a toughie. I value the lackeys and the recruiter a lot, to be honest. One's draw, one's village. I'm not gonna do it. Uh-oh, this is a really bad looking hand. It's a really bad looking hand. Maybe I should have bought a ghost town instead. Obviously, the upside of ghost town is it does more the very next turn, because it's +1 draw the turn after you bought it, and then otherwise it's just like a village every other turn. The downside of ghost town is it only works every other turn, whereas the farming village is a village every turn. I didn't think my deck really needed the extra draw that badly, but maybe it did after I added the 2 green cards and then immediately drew them on top of the deck. I mean, the good news is he's got even fewer lackeys than I do, right? He's got 3 to my 4. So he should also be having similar issues soon, given how much stuff he's buying. Like, his deck is thicker than mine and has fewer draw cards. What a turn. What a turn. I am sad. Well, at least I can get my upgrade now. I lose if he draws. I hope he doesn't draw. What did he trash to his recruiter? He killed a market. Yeah, that makes sense. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, he's awful close to... This is probably close enough, isn't it? If he's drawn most of his deck, he'll probably have the pile out here. Yeah, that sucks. I mean, obviously that last draw was horrible. A really, really bad draw. And cost me the game. But also, the turn 2 turns before that, I feel like I made a sequence of suboptimal buys. I think that the Ghost Town Farming Village market buys were just... It was probably just like too slow. Oh, that's 1 buy short. There's still a chance, of course. I mean, he could dud. Neither of these top 2 cards is the Lackeys. They are stop cards of some sort. One of them, I think, is his capital. If he had both capitals in hand, he would play 1 more and just win. So it's a capital and probably one of his green cards on bottom. So there's a decent chance he duds, in fact. So I don't want to count myself entirely out yet. I've also got more villages. He's doing the thing that I think is probably right, which is just ignoring the villages and triaging his deck to recruiter and going for the more short-termish play. I've hardly used my recruiter. In fact, I'm probably about to kill it for a gold because I need the money. Sad as that is. Tough spot to be in. Real tough spot. Wait, did I have a win there? Shoot, I should have considered... Probably not, right? I should have considered whether upgrading Animal Fair left me with enough money to win, but I think the answer is no. I would have had like 13 money. Okay, so I don't think I missed a win. I don't think. He's in a load of debt. I think his deck kind of sucks now. So I'm really hoping he just flubs at this turn and duds, and that gives me 2 turns to win. In which case, buying some Ghost Towns looks pretty nice to increase my chance of my deck doing things. Right now I've got 2 villages in my deck. They're farming villages. The Ghost Town doesn't really count because I'm not going to be able to play it this turn. And I've got 4 Lackeys and 2 Animal Fairs I want to play, which is 6 actions, and I can only support 3 at the moment. 5 if I burn all my villagers. So I need at least 1 Ghost Town to play everything. I could do like some Ghost Towns and some distant lands, and then try to set up to end on provinces. What if I did like 3 Ghost Town, 2 distant lands, or 2 Ghost Town farming village, just 2 distant lands? Does that threaten to win? Because I only got 20 money in my deck right now. That's actually a concern still, isn't it? Yeah, that still kind of threatens the win, right? Because if I manage to draw everything, which I'm not even sure if I can draw everything, but if I manage that, I could upgrade a farming village into a capital, and then I think I'd have enough money. So let's try something like that. We'd go like, or maybe I should think about it the other way around. Maybe I should do like 3 Ghost Towns, distant lands, capital, or maybe double capital even, and then aim to upgrade farming village into distant lands, so my deck can swing that, and switch those priorities around. So like I've added 2 capitals right now, but my deck would have 32 money in it, minimum. Maybe more if I upgraded something into capital or whatever. And that would be enough to threaten to win if he does. I think this is the turn to go big or go home. So we're gonna take the capitals and hope that he doesn't have a win. Well, he found 3 markets and a Lackeys already. He found 2 of his Lackeys and his recruiter. His deck is doing more than I would have expected it to. I sure hope it fizzles out soon. Like he cannibalized his draw cards a little bit more readily than I would have wanted to, and then greened kind of early. And not that it didn't make sense. He was at the very least putting me in a very awkward position there that prevented me from building. But the downside should be that his deck is not holding up. Uh-oh, he's killed a province. That's like a I'm going for a win move. Does he have it? He doesn't have it, but he has a lot of points now. I should be careful about playing all 2 of my farming villages, because I might want to upgrade one. I probably can't afford to. I need to draw. Okay. Okay, it's counting time. What are these bottom 2 cards? One is a duchy. The other is a market. There's only 1 more money down there. Could kill the Lackeys if I needed to. Let's see if it's enough for a win. So I'm behind by 21 points. I might even just take. I probably should just take a tie at this point. Even I'll think in a second about whether I should take a tie if it ends up being that amount. But I need to score 21 points. Let's assume for a second that I upgrade Animal Fair into Province. That leaves me needing to score 15 more points, which would be 5 duchies and an estate. So I would need to have a total of 27 money. If I kill 1 Animal Fair, I would have enough buys for that for sure. But if I kill 1 Animal Fair, then I would have 12 from the capitals, 15 with the gold, 20 with the money in play plus the silver, 23, 20. Does that work out exactly? Oh, that looks nice. I sure hope I didn't miscount this. Actually, I actually have 1 more to spare. I forgot about the market, but I should have 28 here. Yeah, so it was actually, I shouldn't have played the Lackeys. That was a mistake on my part. See, if I don't play the Lackeys, then I have exactly as much money as I need, and that looks nice and clean as far as finishes go. Playing the Lackeys means I have 1 extra money, and that's just gross.